students. In today's session, we are going to discuss about permutations and combinations. Our SciTech students, Sai Gautam and Darshini will be presenting this wonderful topic. Over to Sai Gautam.
Good evening all, this is Sayutam from class 11. So today we are going to see about the topic permutation combinations. First we will see the topic tree about this chapter. First, in the first point we have the fundamental principle counting, then permutations. In permutations we have four subtopics, that is permutations when all objects are distinct, and factorial notation, derivation of formula for NPR, and permutation when all the objects are not distinct object. And then we have the last topic, combinations. So now let us look into the definitions and equations. That is, first we have definition for fundamental principle of counting. It is nothing but if an event can occur in m different ways, following which can occur in n different ways, the total number of occurrence of events in given order is m into n. So next is permutation definition. Permutation is nothing but it is the arrangement in a different order of number of objects taken some or all at a time. Then factorial notation. It is the symbol that we use to represent a multiplication operator. Then is combination. Combination is the selection of menu, foods, etc. which we commonly use daily. Next we come to the definition, equation and formula. So at first we have in the topic permutation, the first theorem is the number of permutation of n different objects taken r at a time, where 0 is less than r less than or equals to n, and the objects do not repeat is donated by npr. That is, its proof is number of ways can be filled in the vacant places are n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 and so on, n minus r minus 1. Here n is the number of ways we have and r is the which we have to select. Then again we have a second theorem in the permutation topic, that is the number of permutation of n different objects taken r at a time, where repetition is allowed in n. That is, we can choose each number many times. So we have a formula for that. The proof is it is similar to theorem 1, that is npr equals to n factorial by n minus r factorial. The last theorem we have in the topic permutation is the number of permutations of n objects where p objects are of same kind and the rest of are different. So only p objects are same and rest all are different. So we use the formula n factorial by p factorial. And the again fourth one is the number of permutations of n objects where p objects are of one kind and p2 are second kind and pk are of kth and rest. So here each objects are of different kinds. So we use the formula that is n factorial by p1 factorial into p2 factorial and so on pk factorial. So now in combination we have the theorem that is npr equals to ncr into r factorial, where 0 is less than n r and less than or equals to n. Here we use the formula for combination is ncr equals to n factorial r factorial into n minus r factorial. And the last theorem we have is ncr plus ncr minus 1 equals to n plus 1 cr. So the proof is given like n factorial by n r factorial into n minus r factorial plus n factorial by r minus 1 factorial into r minus n minus r plus 1 factorial. So we are separating the ncr plus ncr minus 1 by applying in the formula as we saw in the theorem 5, theorem 4. So by substituting it and calculating that, that is n factorial by r into r minus 1 factorial into n minus r factorial plus n factorial by r minus 1 factorial and into n minus r plus 1 into n minus r factorial. So at last we get the RHS as equal, that is n plus 1 CR. So from there these theorems are proved. Now let's get into the first concept map, that is for fundamental principle of counting. Fundamental principle, first we should see the definitions. That is, if an event occurs in m different ways, following which another event can occur in n different ways, the total number of occurrence of events is m into n. So here they are saying that event is occurring in m ways and another event is occurring in n ways. So we have to find the total occurrence having in it. So we should multiply both the occurrence. And second, we have the another simple.
I want to ask one more question in this regard. Suppose if there are three events like M, N, and S, then what will be the total number of occurrence of each event?
Sir, same sir. If how many occurrence we have, that many we can multiply, sir. If as per your question, we can multiply m into n into s, sir.
Very good. Right. Proceed.
Yes, sir. So second point we have that the another simple name in which the fundamental principle are called is the multiplication principle, as we have seen in first point. So third is, if an event occurs in m different ways, following which can occur in n ways, and the third event can occur in p ways, the total number of occurrences m into n into p. So as I said now. So its example is first question is, Mohan has 3 pants and 2 shirts. How many different pair of pants and shirts he can dress up? So from here we get idea that he has 3 pants and 2 shirts. So as we see that if an m different ways is one occurrence is coming and n different ways of another occurrence is coming, we will multiply as m into n. So same here also we will apply that 3 into 2. So in 6 ways he can dress up. So next we have the concept map of permutation. So as we saw that permutation is nothing but, in first point, an arrangement of member into a sequence of linear order if the sentence is already ordered, a rearrangement of its members. So here permutation is nothing but it is the rearrangement of its members. Second point, permutation when all objects are distinct, means all the objects are different. So if n and r are positive integers such that 1 is less than or equals to r, less than or equals to n, the number of all permutations of n distinct things taken r at a time and denoted by npr. npr is nothing but n factorial by n minus r factorial. So as we saw that n is occurrence of which we have to choose, and r is the remaining, that is from the remaining which I have to choose. And third point we have that factorial notation. Factorial notation, n factorial represents the product of first n natural numbers and denotes by n factorial. N factorial is nothing but 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into and so on into n minus 1 into n. So here n is the natural numbers. Fourth, derivation of formula for NPR. So we have saw in the second point that NPR equals to n factorial by n minus r factorial, where 0 is less than or equals to r is less than or equals to n. So from here NPR we can also, to prove, we can separate this from using the third point. In third point we have saw how to separate the n factorial. So from there we will use this n factorial in the fourth one by substituting n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 and so on, that one, and by dividing with n minus r factorial. In n minus r factorial, the n minus r into n minus r minus 1 and so on, 3 into 2 into 1. So by dividing this, we will get the formula as n factorial by n minus r factorial. So at fifth point, we have that permutations when all the objects are not distinct objects. So from here, we see that this is to rearrange a given word of letter and
Sorry
then
to you.
find.
So, sorry
Yes,
to
sir.
interrupt you. Permutation, that is when all objects are not distinct objects. It means are of the same type, is it not?
Yes, sir.
Right, proceed.
Yes, sir. So now we see the fifth point as permutations when all the objects are not distinct objects. That is, all are same. That is, this is to rearrange a given word of a letter and then to find the number of permutations of ways.
Good.
So then we move to the last topic, that is combination. So here combination is nothing but it is a selection of items from a collection such that the order of selection does not matter. And then second is the formula for combination, that is C into C of n comma r is ncr, that is n factorial by n minus r factorial into r factorial. So here n is nothing but number of items in a set and r is number of items selected from the set. Third point is number of combinations of r objects chosen from n objects, that is repetition is allowed. So here the n objects we can repeat many times. If a single number is there, we can repeat it again and again till to find the number of ways. So we use the formula n plus 1 minus r factorial by r factorial into n minus 1 factorial. So here we have an example that how many pairs can be made from a group of 6 people. So they are given that 6 people we have and we have to choose pairs. So they are asking the total occurrence. So here we use the formula of 6CR, that is NCR. Here n is 6 and r is 2. So 6 factorial by 2 factorial into 6 minus 2 factorial. From further solving, we get the 6 factorial as 720 and 2 factorial into 4 factorial as 48. By dividing that, we'll get 15 ways.
Now I invite Darshini to present the model problem mapping in permutation-based, problems. First of all, you please explain what is model problem mapping. Over to Darshini.
So good evening all, I am Darshini. So model problem mapping is nothing but here I have mapped the different types of questions that can be asked from a particular concept or particular lesson. So here I have mapped the model problem mapping for the concept permutations. So here I have majorly classified 5 different types of questions that can be asked in the concept permutations. So let us move on to the first type of question. First one is that evaluating or computing the factorial notation. So I have given the example, compute 4 factorial minus 3 factorial or 7 factorial plus 8 factorial, etc. and many questions. And the second type of questions is that digit based problems or number based problems. So here I have given the 6 different types of conditions under which the question is asked. That is repeating, the number may be repeated, the number may be prime number, non repeating, odd number, even number and composite number. So these are the 6 major types of conditions under which the question is asked. So for example, how many 3-digit number can be formed using 1 to 9 if no digit is repeated? The third type of question is that using alphabets or words. So here I have given 6 major conditions under which they can ask the question. So the 6 conditions are, the question may be asked, the word can be with meaning or without meaning. The word should be started with vowels or consonants. The word can be repeated or without repetition. So for example, how many words with meaning can be made from the letters Monday if all letters are used but first letter is capital, first letter is vowel? And the fourth type of question asked is that finding n if r is given. So n is nothing but the total number of items, of total number of objects present, and n is and r is the object which we choose from the selected from the question. So here I have given an example, n minus 1 p3 is to n p4 is equal to 1 is to 9. So they have given the ratio in this question and also the value of r. So using this we have to find the value of n. And the fifth type of question is vice versa of fourth one. So we have to find the value of r in which n is given. So for example, 5pr is equal to 2 into 6PR minus 1. So the value of n is given, and using that we have to find the value of r. So these are the 5 major types of questions which can be asked in the concept permutations.
Very good. Now I invite Sai Gautam to discuss about the model problem mapping of combinations.
Yes, sir. So as we saw for the permutation topic, it is same for the combination also, but the questions may vary. So here in combination model mapping, we have first question may become as to find the value of NCR. In that they will ask to determine the n's value. So example we have that if NC8 equals to NC2, find NC2. So here we have to find by first solving by equating NC8 and NC2, and then from there we have to find the n's value. And second is also the same as they will give the question as 2NC3 is to NC2, that is equals to 12:1. By giving the values and giving the ratios, they'll ask to find the value of n. Second, to determine number of ways in which the combination can happen in an event. They'll give a question and they'll ask that to find the occurrence of the combinations. As example we have that is what is the number of ways of choosing 4 cards from a pack of 52 playing cards. Then we have a question based that selecting the number of ways of combination in which the event occurs. Example, find the number of ways of selecting 9 balls and 6 red balls if 5 white and blue balls consist selection of balls each has 3. So they'll give a pack of balls of 3 different colors, and they'll ask that if the selection consists of 3 or 4 balls, they'll ask that how many combinations can be done in this. Then we have another example, that is a group consists of 4 girls and 7 boys. How many ways can a team of 5 be selected if the team has in the object we have first option as if there are no girls, and in the second option that is at least 1 girl and 1 boy. So they gave the total how many boys and how many girls are present, and they're asking that we have to choose a team of 5. So by using the formula we should find the number of combinations. And in this topic mostly we'll use the formula for questions to be solved, that is NCR equals to n factorial by r factorial into n minus r factorial, which is given in 5th point. 6th point is the questions are mostly in form of using words or digits. So that is in example for words questions is find number of words with or without meaning which can be made all to word again. So they'll give a word and they'll ask to find that how many number of words can be made from this word, and then last by using digits. So they'll give that how many number of greater than 1 lakh or something they'll give, and they'll ask that how many number of numbers can be formed by using the digits 1 to 9 or 1 to 6. So from this we know that we have to find the greatest number from which we can make.
Okay. So thank you very much for both of you, and both of you are done nicely. So first of all, this permutation combination in 11th standard is very, very important, and it is also going to be very useful in your graduation also, and in commerce as well as in other subjects, even in engineering and commerce science subjects, there is a chance of, applying this permutation combination. Okay. So I hope that is every one of you would have enjoyed this video presentation. So thank you for watching this video. Subscribe to Sai Tech Info channel so that you can get the latest updates. Thank you very much. Thank you guys. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.